What's up traders, it's Nick here and welcome to another breakdown. As usual, I will be keeping it as educational as possible and also practical. So without further ado, let the intro roll and I will see you on the charts. The pair that I want to speak about into this video is USD CHF because this market is very near to providing to us a good trading opportunity, another good trading opportunity. So obviously I want to share exactly the situation that we currently have on it. Now first, I will be covering the technical aspect of this market. We will then go and see what we have from an order flow perspective by checking the commitment of traders, which is what hedge funds are doing in the market. And by the end of the video, by using the combination of our technicals and our order flow analysis, we will be able to understand where the best probabilities are for the pair. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what do we have? Now here on the monthly, we can see that at the moment the market is testing a quite strong area of previous monthly support, which is now turned resistance. In fact, from here the market had created all this move to the upside, and currently we're testing exactly this previous support, which is now turned resistance. Now, generally speaking, after an impulse, if you want to measure the correction, what you have to do is take your Fibonacci from the high to the low of the impulse. And if we take our Fibonacci from the high to the low of this impulse, we can notice an even more important thing. We can notice that this area here is actually a confluence of resistance coming by the confluence of the previous support that we have already identified, which is now turned resistance, with the 50% of the Fibonacci taken on the impulse. So basically, we have two structural resistance levels which are lining up at the exact same level of price, which create a strong area of resistance, which is in fact exactly the level that the market has just tested and started to reject to the downside. So on the monthly, we can expect even a deeper rejection, considering that we are testing this very strong zone. Going down on the weekly time frame, what do we see? Now here on the weekly, we consider the market at the moment is actually trapped in between two levels of strong structure. In fact, here on the weekly, we have this previous structure support, which is now turned resistance. As we have already identified, this area here that we have is the same level that we have already identified on the monthly. However, the new thing that we see here on the weekly is that this area here is also very strong previous weekly resistance, which is now turned support. So basically we have a market which is trapped in between the resistance that we have here on the weekly and monthly and the support that we have at this level on the weekly time frame, because this is a previous weekly structure resistance, which is now turned structure support. So here in the weekly is quite clear that we have a bounded market. And until the market will remain inside of this area, we cannot be looking for any kind of opportunities from a weekly perspective. Going down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Now here on the daily, we can see that actually there is the possibility to be looking for another good opportunity. Which opportunity am I speaking about? Now, first of all, I had spoken about USD CHF when the market was here. I made a full breakdown explaining all the reasons for which from here we wanted to see the market create this move to the downside. And in fact, that is exactly what the market did. Then, when the market was here, I made another breakdown explaining all the reasons for which we wanted to see this move to the upside. And again, that is exactly what the market gave us. And by the way, I will link this previous analysis in description so you can go and check it out for further reference and more free education. If you have any questions or requests for the next video, make sure you leave them down in the comment section. Also, make sure that you smash that like button and subscribe. But at the moment, as I was saying, there is the possibility to be looking for a nice shorting opportunity. The reason being is that the market has currently printed here on the daily time frame this nice W formation. And generally speaking, after a W, you want to see the market create a move to the downside to go and complete the pattern at the previous resistance, which is now turned support, in this case on the daily time frame, since this is the time frame on which we have the actual pattern. Now, if we go and see what we have from a COT perspective, so commitment of traders, which is basically what the non-commercials in the market are doing, so the biggest speculators in the market. What we can see if we check the data for the CHF. Now, one very important thing, if you're checking the data for the CHF, you're actually checking CHF USD. The reason for this is that all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. So if you check the data for the CHF, you're actually already checking CHF USD. But since we want informations on USD CHF, we basically have to reverse everything that we read here. So if we check the data for the CHF, what we can see is that with the last report, net positions have decreased from 14K to 11K net positions, with 3.3K longs getting closed on the CHF and a slightly small amount of shorts getting closed, meaning that overall the CHF has been getting weaker, meaning USD CHF has been getting stronger, and in fact we already see this priced in. The market has already created the move to the upside that we wanted to see. However, if we look at where we were and where we are now, we can see that lately we went from having 9.4K net positions to 11K net positions, because with the previous report we had added 4.5K long positions. So on the CHF we are seeing a lot of longs getting added, but all the time shorts are continuously getting closed. So at the moment on the CHF, overall, we have seen an increase in net positions with more longs than shorts getting added, because all the time shorts are getting closed. Here we did see some longs getting added more than the ones that we have now closed. So overall, it's clear that we have a ranging market. We have already identified it from a weekly perspective. The market is bounded in between resistance and support. So it's obvious that we don't see a clear trend here getting established. However, we see that the CHF at the moment is a little bit stronger than the USD. Therefore, USD CHF can create the move to the downside. So the way in which we will be approaching this with students is as usual being reactive and not predictive. Monthly, weekly, and daily combined with the COT data are the best time frames for the direction of the market. But when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frame is the 4 hours. Now at the moment on the 4 hours, we can see that the market has just printed this information. So more continuation to the upside is definitely possible. The momentum and environment of the market is still definitely bullish. So at the moment, we cannot be looking for any shorts yet. However, things might definitely change in the future, which is exactly what we will be waiting for with students. In fact, what we will be doing is monitoring price action with students inside of this area, waiting for the market to shift from a bullish market as we have right now to a bearish market. And as soon as the market will shift from a bullish to a bearish market, at that point we will be adding USD CHF to our watch list with students. And as soon as the market will provide to us one of our valid entries, we will be taking a nice short with a very good risk to reward and very good probabilities at that point for the move to the downside, for the market to complete this W formation at the neckline, which is the previous resistance, now to our support here on the daily time frame. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you smash that like button and comment below. It really does support the creation of more free education analysis and updates for all of you. You can also let me know in the comment section below any pair that you would like me to break down in the next videos, and I will also leave a link to the mentorship program in the description. It's a very complete program. First, you get all the rules of my rule-based strategies, and then you trade them live with me. Each and every day I give you a new daily market breakdown showing you how to apply the strategies with the entries, stops, and take profits, as well as answering any question that you have every single day. So it's a very complete program. I really suggest that you go and check it out, and I will see you in it.